Assalamu alaikum, my dear respected brothers and sisters. My name is Sydul Haque. Alhamdulillah, we have started a new program couple of weeks before. The program is question and answers. If you have any questions, please send to info@almuminmosque.org. Our topic is backbiting. We have answered two questions. So today's question, we will answer two questions today. So today's question is, if we do not like how the government is running a country, then sometimes we backbite or criticize the government or the president or the prime minister or king. Is it prohibited in Islam? My second question is, if someone wants reference about a person for marriage, job, business, or some other reasons, is it permissible to tell the truth even if it goes against the person?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan. Mashallah, very good and time related questions. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you, Dr. Haq, for arranging this program. So, Alhamdulillah, by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are talking and discussing about the topic Gheebah or backbiting. And Alhamdulillah, the most common type of discussion when we get together in a close friend circles or invitations or our personal or business references, these two questions that we are discussing, they come up. So this is very important for us to know how should we discuss, or how should we relate this type of situation. And by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Islam the deen, complete way of life. He subhanahu wa ta'ala also gave us the guidance, how should we be behaving ourselves. So we are also following a book which is called The Backbiting and Its Adverse Effects. The book has been written by Hussein al-Ahawaisha. It is published by International Islamic Publishing House. So Alhamdulillah, based on the references from Quran and Sunnah, Sahih Hadith, the book mentions very beautifully about these scenarios where some individual would be involved this kind of discussions, and the book specifically says that in a specific legal rulings in the cases outlined where backbiting or criticism are permitted, in 6 cases in broader sense are discussed. For example, complaint. When we want to file a complaint, yes, we can describe the situation or the things that happened. When we want to identify in cases that could be, otherwise could be misleading, in those kind of scenarios, if we have to describe the identity, at that case, yes, we can describe, even though those are negative characteristics. And when we have to give warning to individuals, so business or other cases, yes, criticisms are allowed. And also criticizing someone who openly commits sins. For those cases, this is openly committing sins, yes, we can do so. And then sometime we are in a situation where we are seeking fatwa, and in those kind of scenarios, yeah, we have to describe the characteristics and other related activities. And the rulings are, yes, we can discuss or criticize the negative effects. And then sometime asking for help to correct wrongdoings of someone's. In those circumstances, we need to give examples, or we need to define what went wrong by describing the situation. So based on those criterias, the book outlined that yes, Gheebah or criticizing or backbiting kind of instances are allowed. However, we have to be aware of the fact that even though these are the scenarios where we are permitted to describe, but we need to be careful that Shaitan can mislead us. Shaitan can mislead a person who would be, performing this task, and that person has to be consciousful or mindful that under no circumstance that person should not be venting his or her angers, or should not be defaming the person who she describing, because we know that our intention is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would be judging us. So if our intention is just to solve the case, filing a complaint, or describing a situation, or describing some activities which we are required to do so, then for those cases, we should keep our emotion, we should keep our intention purely for that task only, without involving ourselves in any other kind of advantageous situations. So in summing up, complain, yes, we can do so. Seeking fatwa, talking with the mufti, describing the situations, yes, we can do. Seeking help to change a wrongful deed or prevent some disaster befalling on a Muslims, yes, we can do so. And if someone is in a position to pay off his debt but does not do so, it is permitted to rebuke him harshly and to punish him. And there are some related hadiths support that. And also consultation in the matters of intended marriage or business partnership, or asking about a particular neighborhood that is, someone is trying to move in. Yeah, we want to discuss what exactly happening in there, and then mentioning the sins of ones who commit sins openly, or the bidah, religious innovation of the innovator, we are allowed to do so. So there are no faults of such people should be mentioned unless there is good reason for doing so. This is again, our intention is just to solve the problem. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all under all circumstances. However, whenever we face any kind of these situations, we have to make sure that our intention should be clear, that whatever we are doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to defaming the person, or the individuals, or the rulers, or anyone, or not to venting our angers on any of the situations or any of the individuals that we are describing. So I think that in short, we can, answer those two questions. Hopefully it makes sense.
Jazakallahu khairan, Dr. Rashid. We will continue this program in the future.
Wa alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.